Ladies and gents, welcome back. This is Marcian or such Paradoxon. Today we're back with some more GeoGuessr. I haven't played this in a while, so I'm kind of rusty and all. Played like 2 games, didn't come out very good. But that's besides the point. That's not what we are here for. So yeah, past couple of weeks have been kind of hectic. For one, because I had no internet in the house. Because, as it turned out, the owner, I think 2 before me, this is, I think it's Cambodia. Am I blind there? The owner before me, that was not Cambodia. It wasn't Thailand either. Hang on, let's make that a South flag there. There. So the owner before me, actually sorry, the owner 2 before me was a gentleman from Mongolia, right? And then the internet service provider and everything else, the whole internet package was on his name. And obviously he's not been here for like 2 years now and whatnot. The previous owner didn't change the ISP to his name, the whole package and whatnot. I don't know how he got internet. Maybe he paid the bills regardless, even though it came for that guy's bills. I'm pretty sure that guy's in Mongolia now, so that I don't really understand what happened in there, to be fair. But that's besides the point. The point was that the bills weren't being paid, obviously, because the guy's in Mongolia is not gonna give a shit about some Hungarian. Oh god, that's loud. What the? Obviously, he's not gonna pay for some random Hungarian apartment's internet bills. Why would he? So that the ISP decided that, you know what, we are going to pull the plug. So there was no internet in the house for almost 2 weeks, while I had to sort out and oh god, I had to go into the nearest office of the ISP. The problem with that is that since the whole contract was on that guy's name, it wasn't really easy to put it on my name. Because they didn't really want to, I wouldn't say help, because that's not really what the case was. It was more the fact that I couldn't actually prove that this was now my internet providing that I had wanted to pay for. The only way I actually managed to put it off after a while is that I had to grab like the contract for the house, that this is now the apartment that I rent. Oh god, it's Austria, oof. That I had to get that contract out from the landlord. So there, okay, so see here, this is where I live now. I would like to pay for this myself, not that random dude that lives in Mongolia now. And after some hustle and all that crap, I finally managed to get the house's internet back. Oh my god, this is so... we already got top 3 by the way. This is actually kind of amazing that we pulled that one off. That's some Norwegian thing again, or somewhere along the lines of it, so I'd say it's probably Norway. Or Denmark maybe? So it's not those... who guessed Ukraine by the way? Oh okay, I can see why you guessed Ukraine now, that makes sense. No, it wasn't Bulgaria. Shit. What was it? Isn't that... That's Relic though. Curious to see what this is now. It was Serbia. Shame. Well, in any case, we got top 3, so I'm not complaining. So yeah, so basically after a bunch of hustle and a bunch of nonsense and having to go through contracts and going into the ISP's office like multiple times, I've managed to write the whole contract onto my name, which means now that I can actually pay for the goddamn internet, which means I have it back now, which is, I'm very glad about it, because it was very, very hard to, what the fuck is this? It was very, very hard to actually do anything. Having no internet, obviously. What? Isn't there like a guy in there? Is this Belgium, by the way? It is in Belgium. Am I losing my mind? I think I just became very crap at this game at this point. Dude, I am genuinely losing it. What the hell is this? Okay, like that. No, come on. I might just switch out to like just random streaks because I am just not very good at this, it seems like. Oh, it's Dutch. That is Dutch. No, it wasn't Dutch. What the? I was Switzerland. Fuck off. We have to also interns back, so yeah, that definitely helps. So I thought I just wanted to put up some real quick entertainment to you guys, because in the past 2 weeks I haven't really been doing much, mostly because of having no internet, and then one video taking almost like a fucking entire day to get uploaded, which is something that is kind of impossible because I am not at the house for 24 hours at any given time, because in the past couple of weeks there's been very much hecticness going on at the airport, which like I've seen a lot of nonsense in the past 5 years of my life at the airport, and the past week or so has been just extremely chaotic and nonsensical. Also, what the hell is this? Could very well be Hungary, by the way. Like, I'm not even joking. Someone guessed it already. It's none of the UK countries, obviously. I think it's more like Eastern European, honestly. Hang on, let me speed run this. You know, I'm gonna go with a wild Hungarian guess, just for the shits and giggles. It wasn't Hungary, okay. It was a good guess though. So let's do a 50-50 then, shall we? Oh, it's Czech Republic, yeah. See, I wasn't that wrong about it. Could have been Hungary. Pretty easily. That's kind of bad because I'm pretty sure except for this guy, we all used up our friggin' 50-50s. Now I'm pretty sure that this is South Korea, if I'm not mistaken. Or Japan. I still mess up the linguistics of those two languages. I'm pretty sure this is South Korea, not Japan. If it is, I'll just quickly switch on over. No, it was South Korea, good. So yeah, but my god, one of the because we have 2 runways at the airport, right? And then you can use it to land and then to depart. Well, one of them is being refurbished, or I don't know, they're like doing some yearly maintenance work. Which, by the way, why would you do maintenance work on the goddamn runway in the middle of the fucking summer wave when there's so many aircrafts landing and departing left and right? It just doesn't seem very logical to me. But again, that's just, I digress, but that's besides the point. But basically, because one of the runways was closed, all the other aircrafts had to use the same goddamn runway to land and to depart, which does cause some congestion in general, that you cannot really go anywhere on time pretty much. So even if we closed a flight on time and we could easily depart on time, you really couldn't do that, because there's a very fun thing in the aviation industry called having a slot before departure time, which pretty much just means, like, imagine if you're going to, like, I don't know, like a bank or like some other nonsense where you have to have a number pulled from a machine, so which order you come on in for the next person. I think this is Romania, by the way. Nope, it is not Romania. Could it be? It's some of these around here. It has to be how like dilapidated it looks and all. It needs to be some Eastern European country, in my opinion. Definitely not Hungary though, so I'm gonna go with one of these and then hope for the best. Nope, it was Ukraine. RIP. But basically, because of that, even if we had a flight depart on time, it would not actually depart the airport on time because of the goddamn slot that they pulled out. That's Belgium right there. So because of that, and especially how Wizz Air works, for example, is that they send the first wave flights out, and then after a certain point, those flights come back, and then they go travel again to a different location and then back and forth. Now, if you have a set of flights in the morning that depart with like an hour and a half delay, those flights are not gonna come back on time to depart from another direction, or another flight rather. And then you see where the problem comes from. This shit adds up, and then by the end of the evening you have like 4 and 5 hour delays on a specific flight because of the accumulative delays that they collected over the entirety of the day. Now this has been going on for the past 4 goddamn days, 5 actually rather. And then the amount of nonsense that happened just in between there regardless. Like yesterday a phone just fucking went ablaze on the aircraft randomly before they wanted to depart. The day before there was a flight that got cancelled, but then it got uncancelled, then it got cancelled again in like the span of 10 minutes, and it went back and forth like 6 times. That was pretty nonsensical. There was a news article made from one of our colleagues because he said the F word to a passenger in an argument, and then it turned out that that passenger was like some writer or some nonsense, and they got extremely snowflakey about the fact that, oh, do you not recognize me, who I am? Do you not know who I am? And then he was basically like, yeah, who the fuck cares though? It's like, yeah, that was kind of, ooh, that's the C word. Is this one of these, or, yes. So it's just been extremely hectic, man. It just does not make any sense how in like the span of a week or so just everything went to complete shit. Just, oh my god. Just literally anything that you could imagine has happened in the span of those 4 days. And not gonna lie, by the end of it, I was extremely tired, both physically and mentally. Like, I'm pretty sure I've pulled multiple like 15-16 hour shifts in the past couple of days. Just because there was no one else to really help out, and then everything being just basically everything shedding itself together. Oh, it's a dog. Oh, it's a very cute dog. Oh, it's another dog. Look at this chunky boy. Also, is this Switzerland? No, it's not Switzerland. Is it? Do you reckon it's this? Based off the mountainousness of this? No, it wasn't. I gave us a good idea, I guess, on paper. It's very mountainous. It's not Switzerland, it's not Austria. Could it be like that mountainous part of Italy? No, people already guessed Italy as well. It's not Austria, it's not Switzerland. I would have been sure this is Italy, by the way. If it isn't Switzerland or any of those. Could it be like France and then the mountainous part of France, maybe? Nope. Okay, you know what? Let's do this, and then... This is not Hungary, dude. Yeah. Would have known if that was Hungary. That was 100% not Hungary. Although you did have me second guessing myself for a millisecond. I'm not gonna lie. Could you like move to the direction I would like to go? Cocos. Oh, this is... this is this. Nope, it isn't that. Okay, well, I was certain of that it's going to be Czechia, but I guess I'm dumb. No, never mind, it was Latvia. How would you know? Well, we are going up on the divisions, so I'm not complaining. Doing pretty decent so far. So yeah, man, I'm just extremely exhausted in general. As like literally every sense of the word. So I'm very glad that now I have a 3-day days off. Like having 3 days off in general, like even just having one is a miracle at this point at the company. Having 2 of them is basically people saying, oh, you probably sucked off the main boss, and then that's why you got 2 days off. And now I have 3. It's literally nonsensical that I got that lucky that I pulled out 3 days off in a row. That's insane. That is something that you don't really see often at the company, honestly. This seems very familiar. It's not Hungary, I can guarantee you that. It's some country around. Is it one of these? Not Estonia, not Latvia. Is it Lithuania? Yes, perfect. So yeah, we also had recently we went on a trip to the UK, to London Luton, because I haven't been to the UK yet. It was first timer, and I gotta say, the country itself and London is pretty nice. It's pretty good, but by God, that airport, holy shit! Like, oh, could you stop? Thank you. By God, that airport is just I've been to a couple of airports, right? I do like traveling quite a bit, and I have been to a couple of countries in Europe, within Europe, and I've seen multiple airports. But by God, Luton's airport is just a cesspit. Honestly, it's insane. Like, I can go on the small nitpicks that it doesn't have like a smoking terrace inside, which, when you think about it, how do you not have one? I know smoking is shunned on, obviously, by a lot of people, but when you look at the numbers, there's still a lot of people who smoke. And then having such a big airport like London Luton and not having a smoking place inside the terminal once you go through is just bewildering to me, honestly. I do not understand how they didn't get one of those installed in the airport. Like, even Hungary's airport has one. And to be fair, our airport, like, compared to Luton's, sure, it's a lot smaller and doesn't have that much traffic as London's does. But especially for that, the amount of people that go to London Luton's airport and then how shit it looks is just baffling to me, honestly. It's not Thailand. Could it be Cambodia? Negative. Could it be Bangladesh? Negative. Well then, 50-50 it is. Sri Lanka. Yes. Sick. Perfect. Okay, well, we got one more person with the little guessing tool, so I guess that's that. That's Italy, like right off the bat, or Switzerland, but I'm pretty sure it's Italy. What? Excuse me? How is it not? I thought that was Italian? Is it not? Are you kidding me? No, it's definitely not the UK, dude. It's clearly not British text on that sign. It's also not Germany, man. Believe me. Is it Spain? It is not Spain. What the fuck? What is this then? Okay, we still went up the division letters, so I don't mind, but like, what the fuck is this then? I'm like genuinely curious now what this is. It was Portugal. Didn't see that one coming. Mother trucker. Well then, let's do another one, shall we? So yeah, London's airport is just like, in all honesty, I would just bomb down that shit and then just sod the ground over. Hang on. Dude, I'm feeling extremely stupid right now. I should recognize that flag, but I'm not recognizing it. Yeah, that was that one. Yeah, I don't know why I had a stroke over that. It was pretty obvious it was Laos's flag. For some reason I had just a complete mind fart there, whatever. I'm like, okay, forget about the fact that it has no smoking terrace. Okay, that's a nitpick. Only people who actually smoke would care about. But let's look over some other facts. Their security check is just insanely, like, not safe, to put it, I guess, that way. I remember we went through and then we looked behind the counter to see as the lady was looking at the security footage of like people's bags being scanned through. And then she was just talking with like one of her colleagues in the back. And then she just skipped through like 3 baggage scans on the monitor, and I'm like, man, what are you doing, dude? It's like, what is? This is where is it? This is this. Yeah, boy. We had to quit. Was there like a thing in the sky I should have seen? No, there isn't. I guess people were just faster to get to the sign, I guess. It's like, okay, one thing, security, that was kind of bad. Their passport control is just horrid. Like, honestly. We stood there like a solid hour and a half to get to it. And I think there was only 2 arriving flights, so it's like, what, 300 people tops? That, ooh, this looks pretty. 300 people tops that were there at the security control, also at the passport control. You should, like, that does not seem normal that it would take you that long. Especially that they, which I was kind of surprised about, to be fair, they only had one actual, or 2 of them, sorry, rather, only 2 counters with actual physical people, you know, checking the passports. Every single other way to get to passport control was via like a gate. Basically, you have to scan your passport, and then they look through it with like the systems and whatnot, and if it's valid, they let you through, and if it isn't, and if you mess it up like 2 or 3 times, I think, then you get pulled out from the queue into the manual passport control part of it, which 2 of my friends who were coming with us actually got stuck on that gate because the gate was just non-functioning, and then they got pulled out from the queue, and then immediately right after they went back, and then they, oh god, I think it's this one, no, it was the other one, great, they immediately went back into the queue and the normal one with the gates, and then they just swiped their passport again just because the thing wasn't working. It's like, come on, man, don't be like that. And then to make matters even funnier, oh god, I don't know what this is. I genuinely have no idea what this country is right off the bat. I can't even pinpoint this into like a continent right now. If it's South America or Europe or whatnot. And there's a flag there. Hello. Is it an Albanian flag again? What? This is Albania? What? Oh, it's like at the very border there. Okay, that kind of makes sense. Dude, I would have not guessed that. Although there are some like ripplings in the sky, so I should have seen that one coming, because that's still a very common thing in Albania that you see these ripples in the sky for some goddamn reason. Anyway, we got it. And only 3 of us got it so far, which is very, very good. Thank god I picked up that flag. Okay, this was also giving away the little EU sign here. Yeah. Okay, 3 people made it in. W incoming, maybe? Hopefully. Alright, let's focus up. Maybe we can actually win this. Who knows at this point? The game is on like Donkey Kong. I think this is Spanish. I feel like this is Spain. It was Spain, and we got it. Sick. Okay. Oops. Okay, this is middle of nowhere. Estonia or some other nonsense like that. He's not gonna just randomly guess. Oh, he does guess. Please. It was the US. Okay, well, I would have said it somewhere along the lines of like Estonia, maybe. I would have not guessed the US. I didn't see anything really that would have suggested that. Well, GG though, regardless. Right, let's do one more. I'll ramble about the Luton airport and then I'll call it there. So their passport control is horrid. Their security check is horrid. The actual check-in area that they have is also horrid. So since we like being jerks and just dum-dums, 2 of my friends went up to them and were like, hi, is a whatever, could you talk us through why is our flight delayed and whatnot? And then one of us even pulled out their work badge, basically signifying that, yeah, we also work at the airport, so don't try to bullshit us, we know exactly how this shit works. And then they just had no idea what the hell was going on. they didn't even know where Budapest was or what, which was the sad part, to some degree. They almost mixed it up with Bucharest because they had both Bucharest and Budapest flights on the same evening, which is a common meme that people mix up Budapest with Bucharest, which is just kind of funny, but also kind of disrespectful at the same time. Whatever. So the check-in section was also just insanely just not well functioning. The boarding was horrid as well. The whole boarding area of them was just basically non-existent to some degree, and then just the methodology that they were using was just completely outdated and not really valid. Not even valid is not correct term, but it's just like outdated when you could do it so much more better and more efficiently. They just did it in such a shit way, or they still do it in such a shit way. It's just mind-boggling. But then probably the worst offender of all, well, for me definitely the smoking, but for the non-smoking people, the actual inside bit of the terminal once you go through, and then you have to wait, you know, in the lobby area where you can find like all the duty-free shops and whatnot. That was just probably the worst duty-free area I've ever seen in my entire life, honestly. Not just that, but the whole area around it, like where you see all the shops and whatnot. I remember I saw about like 5 clothing shops. There was a bunch of like druggeries and shit where you can buy perfumes and nonsense like that. There were 2 restaurants, right? One restaurant was a very expensive, just fancy restaurant, quote unquote. And then one was like, I think it was an Italian restaurant and they mostly sold pizzas, right? Which wouldn't be a problem, but like, I'm not gonna spend that much money on a fucking slice of pizza. In Hungary, we have like a KFC, we have a Burger King, we have a bunch of other just like more fast food-esque places we can eat food. Could you load in, please? I think this is Switzerland, by the way. Nope, it was not Switzerland. It's not Italy either. Is it Portugal again? It is not Portugal. What the hell is this then? There is an email address there, but I cannot see it. That's basically unreadable. Great. Oh dude, it's wait, it's not. Where is... Oh god, San Marino is here in Italy. It's its own separate thing, but I cannot find it because I'm really stupid, but it's here. Oh god, I feel like a very stupid person right now. Shit. Yeah, you know what? Just to get to this, it's San Marino. I forgot where yeah, it's right there. Oh my god, it's its own autonomous state. I'm so stupid, man. God damn it. I should have not used that to guess that. That's a shame. Oh, if we blow this, then it's justified pretty much. Dude, look at this shit. This is fancy as heck. Everyone's gone through. Good. God, I'm very pissed that there's somewhere no gas that I didn't get it. Or rather, that no, I didn't get it. I didn't know where somebody was. I should have known. I was just out of time. But yeah, but the whole restaurant bit in the Luton Airport inside is nonsense. I remember I bought a ham sandwich. How do you guess that so quickly? It's gonna be somewhere here, I think. Upstairs, maybe. Basically, I think I bought like a ham sandwich and a cherry coke for like £7, almost 8, I think. Some nonsense like that. And it was just a ham sandwich. So 3 slices of bread, and then in between the bread slices, like 2 thin slices of just like meat. And that was it. Is there bean? No, it's not Hungary, dude, come on. It sounds something like it would be from Latvia. Yup! That's what I'm talking about, dude. And now he's gonna get it because he still got his stupid guessing thing. And I didn't because I used it on San Marino because I'm dumb. Unless... Copium? think it's Malaysia, by the way. Then it's Indonesia. Yes! Get fucked, nerd. Let's go. That is what I'm talking about. Dude, barely clutched it, by the way. But we got the W. Your boy's back in town. So, hope you guys have enjoyed. Minecraft will be back now that I've got the internet back. Until then, do take care, and I'll catch you all then. Bye bye.